When people think of Pennsylvania, they usually picture cities like Philly or Pittsburgh, maybe a few farms or mountains. But what if I told you there's a whole other side of Pennsylvania, packed with weird adventures, hidden wonders, and places most locals don't even know about? From sleeping inside a real train car, to watching thousands of fireflies light up the forest, to seeing a sky so full of stars it doesn't even look real. These are the kinds of experiences you'll only find if you know where to look. So in this video, we'll be talking about 9 unique things to do in Pennsylvania that will totally change the way you see this state. So stick with me till number 1, because it's a place where you can literally touch the stars. But before starting our countdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 9. Sleep in a real train caboose. Have you ever wondered what it's like to sleep inside a real train car? Well, in the small town of Strasburg, Pennsylvania, you actually can. There's a place called the Red Caboose Motel, and instead of normal hotel rooms, they use real vintage train cabooses. Each one has been turned into a cozy little room, with beds, heat, air conditioning, everything you need for a fun stay. And the best part? From the outside, they still look like actual train cars parked on the tracks. It's a peaceful spot, surrounded by Amish farmland, with horses and buggies going by. Plus, it's right near the Strasburg Railroad, where you can ride a real steam train through the countryside. Whether you're traveling with kids or just want to try something totally different, spending a night in a train caboose is something you'll always remember. Number 8. Visit the mushroom capital of the US. This next place might sound a little strange at first, but it's definitely one of a kind. Kennett Square, a small town in southeastern Pennsylvania, is known as the mushroom capital of the United States. Believe it or not, this little town grows over half of all the mushrooms in the entire country. Everywhere you go, you'll see signs of it. Mushroom farms, mushroom markets, even restaurants that serve mushroom soup, mushroom pizza, and, yes, even mushroom ice cream. And if you visit in September, you'll catch the Mushroom Festival, where the whole town turns into one big celebration. There's live music, street food, cooking demos, and tons of people walking around learning all about how mushrooms are grown. It's a fun, weird, and tasty experience, and definitely not something you'll find just anywhere. Number 7. Ride the Johntown Incline. If you're afraid of heights, this next one might make your heart race, but the view at the top is totally worth it. In the city of Johntown, you'll find the Johntown Inclined Plane, and it's known as the steepest vehicular incline in the entire country. It was originally built in the late 1800s to help people escape dangerous floods, and now it works like a giant outdoor elevator for people and cars. You get into a big red car, and it slowly climbs up the steep hillside, giving you a clear view of the entire valley below. It's smooth, quiet, and actually really relaxing once you're on it. At the top, there's a small park and viewing platform where you can see the whole city of Johntown spread out beneath you. It's beautiful during the day, and even better at sunset. It's a short ride, but one you won't forget. Number 6. Walk the Abandoned Turnpike. Most highways are packed with traffic, but not this one. Just outside of Breezewood, there's a stretch of road that was completely abandoned decades ago. It's called the Abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike, and today it's one of the most unusual places to explore in the state. This old highway is about 13 miles long, and parts of it include huge, dark tunnels that haven't been used by cars in over 50 years. You can walk or bike along the road, go into the tunnels, and see graffiti-covered walls, overgrown pavement, and total silence. It honestly feels like something out of a movie, like the world just stopped and nature slowly took over. If you like quiet, weird places with a little mystery, the Abandoned Turnpike is something you've got to experience for yourself. Number 5. See the Firefly Festival. This next experience feels like pure magic, and it only happens once a year. In the Allegheny National Forest, there's a rare event called the PA Firefly Festival, where thousands of fireflies light up the trees in perfect sync. Yes, really, they blink together, like nature's own light show. It usually happens in late June or early July, and for a few nights, the forest glows with tiny flashing lights. People come from all over just to sit quietly and watch the show. You're surrounded by deep woods, no city lights, and total silence. Except for the gentle blinking of the fireflies all around you. It's peaceful, beautiful, and honestly kind of emotional, especially if you've never seen something like this before. If you're planning a summer trip in Pennsylvania, this is something you definitely don't want to miss. I hope you're enjoying this video so far, so why not give it a thumbs up? And if you're interested in watching more videos like this, we have a complete playlist for you, which you can find in the description and on the end screen. Now let's move to our next section. Number 4, zipline through a mountain. If you're looking for something fun and exciting, this one's for you. At Camelback Mountain in the Poconos, you can ride a zipline straight through the trees and across the mountain slopes. It's one of the longest ziplines in Pennsylvania, and the views are just incredible. You start at the top of the mountain, get strapped in, and then take off, flying through the air with the forest below and the wind in your face. It's fast, it's smooth, and it gives you a view you can't get any other way. There are options for all ages too, so whether you're an adventure lover or just trying something new for the first time, it's a fun way to experience the outdoors in a whole new way. And when you're done, you can check out the water park, mountain coaster, or hiking trails nearby. It's more than just a zipline. It's a full day of adventure. Number 3, visit the PennDOT Sign Forest. This next place is something you definitely won't expect to find in Pennsylvania. In Clearfield County, right next to a Pendot building, there's a strange little spot known as the Road Sign Forest. It's basically a giant open field filled with hundreds of old road signs. Stop signs, highway markers, street names, and even giant green exit signs. All lined up like a weird outdoor museum. No one really planned it to be a tourist attraction, but over the years, it's become one of the quirkiest photo spots in the state. Some signs are faded, some are bent, and others are stacked on top of each other in funny ways. It feels totally random, but that's what makes it fun. It's a quick stop if you're driving through, but it's a place you'll never forget, and definitely something most people have never even heard of. Number 2, visit the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Most people don't realize it, but Pennsylvania actually has its own Grand Canyon. And it's honestly just as beautiful in its own way. It's called Pine Creek Gorge, and it's tucked away in Tioga County, up in north-central Pennsylvania. This massive gorge stretches for almost 47 miles and drops over 1,000 feet deep in some places. When you're standing at the edge, looking out over the endless forests, it feels like you're in another world. There are 2 easy places to get amazing views: Colton Point State Park and Leonard Harrison State Park. Both have trails and overlooks where you can just stop, breathe, and take it all in. The views are especially stunning in the fall when the leaves turn bright orange and red. And the best part? It's never super crowded. Unlike other famous parks, you can actually enjoy the peace and quiet here without fighting for a spot. If you love hiking, biking, or just want to see one of Pennsylvania's best hidden natural wonders, the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon is a trip you won't forget. Number 1, stargaze at Cherry Springs State Park. If you've never seen a true, pitch-black night sky filled with stars, you're missing out. And Cherry Springs State Park is the perfect place to fix that. Located in Potter County, this small park is famous for having some of the darkest skies in the entire eastern United States. There's almost no light pollution here, which means on a clear night, you can see thousands of stars, and even the Milky Way galaxy shining above you. They've set up special open fields just for stargazing, so you can bring a blanket, lay down, and just look up at the sky for hours. You don't need fancy equipment, just your own eyes and a clear night. The best time to visit is during a new moon in the spring, summer, or early fall. When the sky is at its darkest, it honestly feels like you're floating in space. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, and it's the kind of experience that stays with you long after you leave. Now these are the playlists I'd suggest you to watch next. See you there.